When did you realize you were meant to be together, you and your spouse? Think about that question for a minute and welcome to my page. I'm Glory Lamide and this is Life Stories with Coach Glory. I appreciate you for being here. I recently spoke with a couple who had been married for 20 years. I asked them questions. I said, when did you know that your spouse was the one? And the wife smiled, as she got ready to tell me the story. She said, while they were still at university, one day after having a very rough day, she was hungry and decided to have a meal. She went into one of the restaurants on campus and the queue was extremely long. She was so tired, so she sat at a table, got herself a bottle of water, and thought to wait for a bit for the queue to reduce and then she would join the queue. Out of nowhere, she saw a friend. He came, sat beside her, and he did not come alone. Can you guess what happened? He brought 2 plates of food. She was surprised and looked at him without saying a word. Guess what happened next? He put one plate in front of her and the other in front of him, and he told her that was her meal. She said, how did you know I was hungry? He said, never mind, just eat. I can see you are tired. Immediately, that made her feel safe. She felt so safe, and she just told herself, wow, isn't he amazing? How did he read my mind? How did he, even without saying a word, he knew exactly what I wanted? That softened her heart so much, and she knew that if he ever asked her out, she would say yes. For a man to think about the little things that matter, and what he put in front of her wasn't just any meal, it was her favorite meal. And she kept wondering how he knew that she loved that meal so much. It doesn't matter how he got to know. The thing that what matters is he got to her heart. He touched her. In that moment, she felt so safe. She felt loved. The small things, the things we take for granted. Sometimes it's not the big things, the massive things that make people appreciate us. It's the small things, the smallest acts that reveal love. All right? So that is my story time today, to encourage you as a couple to think about the smallest acts. Okay? That reminds me of the Bible verse in 1 Corinthians 13:4 that says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Okay? The Bible encourages us to love, to show love. It doesn't matter how small, how little. You might think they will not appreciate it. They will definitely appreciate what you've done for them, because it's the thought that counts after all, isn't it? It's always the thought that counts. So, what small act of kindness are you going to show to your spouse today? Remember, as you show them that love, think about how you can support people around you, your colleagues. What's that small act of kindness to say, oh, how are you? I didn't see you yesterday. Were you okay? Little acts of kindness go a long way. Your children, little things that you do for them will make you be amazed. It's not always about, oh, I'm providing. After all, I'm providing a roof over your head. No, there is so much more to showing love. All right, little acts of kindness. So, with that story time done, I would like you to join me as we, as I share this prayer with us today. Lord, help me recognize and appreciate the small moments that bind myself and spouse together. Okay, I'll say that again and I'll use us instead. Lord, help us recognize and appreciate the small moments that bind us to our spouse. May we cultivate a love that sees beyond grand gestures and values the everyday kindness and care. Help us to appreciate and value the everyday kindness and care that our spouse demonstrates. We give you all the praise, we give you all the honor. Thank you, Lord, for another opportunity to show kindness and appreciation for the little things that people around us demonstrate, starting from our spouses, and help us to say thank you because it goes a long way in ensuring that we have a healthy and happy relationship. Thanks once again for being here on Storytime. I appreciate you all. Join me again tomorrow for another Storytime. Take care. Bye for now.